Watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep poking. When I say penitentiary, put that knife in him. Put him in him.
I put on this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.
Separate yourself. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great. Non-stop. Keep the pace. I'm down.
Yo, Rize Podcast family, what it do, what it is, how y'all feeling? Hope everybody had a great day today. Man, it's Sunday. Boxing was crazy last night. But ho. Man, we got special guests in the building today, man. Hey, my guy been on a sick and shut in list, man, and he back. Everybody clap it up. Your hands, man. Coach Squeeze is in the building, man. What's going on, Coach?
What's up, champ?
How you feeling today?
I'm hanging in there. Can't complain.
Looking good.
Yeah, thanks, champ. I'm hanging in there. Staying prayed up, yo. That's it. Life gonna keep lifing, you know?
That's all it's gonna do.
I can't complain. You know, I'm blessed. You know, one of the lucky ones.
Yeah,
How was your weekend, champ?
Oh man, it was good last night. I had my snacks ready. I went to the Cheesecake Factory, got me a little slice of carrot cake.
Okay. How was it?
Got a slice of strawberry cheesecake.
On a 1 to 10, give me a rating.
On the carrot cake?
On the carrot cake first, give me a 1 to 10 rating.
Carrot cake was a missile. Strawberry cheesecake was a missile. I had about two forks of carrot cake, about 2 forks of strawberry cheesecake. Got a phone call. 8.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I ain't get to enjoy it though. I got a phone call at 6:30. I need you here at 7. Where you at? We need you to work. Had to go to work. Yeah, I had my spread ready last night to watch the fights and everything. Called me to go to work. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
So I got about 2.
Inshallah.
Got to taste the carrot cake, got to taste the cheesecake, and took my ass to work where I belong. Got to get them ducats.
Okay.
Got to get them ducats.
Yeah, a lot of people closing down jobs and companies who's been 25 years and in their 50s and stuff. Companies closing, they got over this time.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the fights last night?
That's tough, yo.
Oh, did we get the sponsors out the way already?
Yeah, let me get the sponsor.
All right, go
ahead. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, don't forget to go over to www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Check his page out. Get some Christmas gifts. Get some art to hang up in your house. Go support the young man. He doing the right thing. And in and out of the ring, we got to support these young brothers. Send some people over there to go Christmas shopping. Shout out to www.meandkillerb.com. Go over to her page, support her and her boxing journey and merch. Wear them, especially you females out there, wear them Man Killer B shirts. Represent. Baltimore's own. And shout out the Richie Baby for the 5 intros and edits. Shout out the Bad Girls Promotions featuring Miss Nikki, aka Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy, EOE, Education Over Everything. R.I.P. to John Boy, R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Van Joss Williams Jr. Shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Aunt McQueen Boxing, Four Corners Boxing, AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear, and Clothing Line, Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. Don't forget to go down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Surrey's Essentials, $12. Shout out to Miss Mona, Miss Sherry Whitley, Miss Melody Queen, the best moderator in the game, Miss Yaya, sending prayers to her, and everybody else in the chat, sending prayers and peace and joy and love and prosperity to y'all. Last but not least, official gear boxing, all the fighters wearing it. Y'all already know what it is. Me and C, you got those first suits. Y'all can say it with us in the chat. 2-3 box raw.
What's going on, champ? So did you see the fights last night? You hear me, Screen?
Yes.
I can't hear you. Something, my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you went out. You going out, coming back in. Just a little bit.
All right. You said I'm going out and coming back in, or you just seen a little bit of the fights?
Just a little bit. You're fading a little bit. You going in and out a little bit. Not crazy, but you're fading.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So, did you see the fights last night?
Yes.
We're gonna start off where we need to start off at. Who do you think won? Roach or Pitbull?
I thought Pitbull did enough to win, to be honest. Close fight, but I think Pitbull did enough to win.
Do you? How can I put it? Because are you happy with the draw? Can you live with the draw?
Yeah. That a draw to me means sometimes the judges was undecided who really they should give it to, and they came with the draw. But I'm gonna go back and watch it. But I think Pitbull did more than enough to win, in my honest opinion. That killer that Lamont Roach said he was going to do and come out and demolish Pitbull Cruz, I didn't see that. I was waiting for it.
But Pitbull, okay. Appreciate you. Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Winston McFarland, thanks for the support in the chat. It was a fair draw.
The Queen, Miss Mona.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one, Miss Mona. You got to beat the champion. Roach never does enough for separation. Damn, good one, Miss Mona. Damn.
I'm gonna leave that one right there. So now,
good one, Miss Mona. Good one.
And my thing, like, and that's a lot of times with these fighters, like when you set out, oh, I'm gonna go out and do this, do that. That's what the fans are looking for. That's what the people are expecting. And also that plays, you know what I mean, into the that's in the air. So when you come and tell somebody you gonna totally dominate somebody, you know what I mean, and then you get a decision like that, like, Oh, and he has I hurt my hand in the 5th round. I believe that was around the same time that Tank hurt his hand versus Pitbull in the 5th or 6th round or something like that. But it was still a good competitive fight. I think Pitbull won. Pitbull came out there using that jab, and they wasn't used to Pitbull using that jab. They didn't prepare for that jab off of Pitbull. And Pitbull looked like he was gassed a little bit. But that knockdown, tell me about it. What you think about that knockdown?
Not surprised. Pitbull throws those over the top. He throw a lot of 8s over the top of the shoulder on taller opponents because he's shorter than most of his opponents. Those the punches that you need to look out for and watch out for from Pitbull. And Lamont Roach hand was down and it opened up for that looping over the top shot.
It was a good back and forth, you know what I mean? Roach stood his ground, Pitbull stood his ground, but them shots that Pitbull was landing, Roach was feeling. Tank has a knee injury. He said it on Twitter. Okay, Miss Mona. As I see, he back active today too. I seen him going back and forth. All right, let's bump down to Shockey Foster, Stephen Fulton.
Oh, you jumping that quick? You ain't gonna marinate on a.
We can go back.
You ain't gonna in detail ask me some different points of. Mix it up. Ask me something and mix it up, champ. Give me some recipes in that whole dish. Pull out some recipes.
I was gonna try to run it down and circle back, but if you want to stay here on the Pitbull and Roach fight, all right, let's stay here. So Roach, Miss Mona says he doesn't do enough for separation. What more could Roach have done last night in your eyes to separate and to dominate that fight?
Move his feet a little bit more and move his feet a little more and let his hands go a little bit more. Stop looking for power punches. Set up his power punches a little bit more and use his footwork. That's what I would say, but he doesn't have it in his trick bag to do that.
Who was the better fighter, Lamont Roach or Pitbull Cruz last night?
Last night, Pitbull Cruz, when you look at the dynamics of the fight, who stayed in their confines of their boxing style, who pushed their boxing style the most on the other fighter, it would be Pitbull Cruz.
Okay, hurry up, Miss Lori. She and just for the record, she's on a plane right now. She got internet service. She's on a plane right now. She says she lands at 12:55. I told her at 12:56 she better turn that StreamYard on and be in the building. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz, what's going on? Are you proud of? Are you happy with Pitbull's performance, and what could he have done to separate himself in that fight?
He could have, to me, went to the gas station and got some more gas filled up in the later rounds. We know he comes out very strong, very fast. On the back end of the fight, I think he could have, if he would have stepped on the gas a little bit more. Basically, that's all I would have seen. He came in behind the jab, lovely. He fought a Pitbull Cruz fight, but I'm if I had to critique him, a little bit more went in the gas tank for him.
Do you want to see a rematch?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Right back, not no long wait.
That's what I was gonna say. For me, a rematch in that fight, right back at it 2-3 months. Don't draw it out down, like right back at it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, Now, because you know, automatically the comparisons was straight at it all night long. For Roach and Pitbull, by as though they both being opponents of Tank, and both of them, you know what I mean, would like a rematch with Tank. After that fight last night, right? Do you want to see a rematch with either one of them versus Tank?
Not right now. I need Tank. No to your question. I need Tank to give me two names that he haven't fought that everybody want him to see first. Then we come back to them on going out of the door.
So if you could pick the two names, right? And I think it's unanimous on the two names. But if you could pick the two names, who would you pick?
Definitely Shakur Stevenson and I would like to see him punish Devin Haney at a catch weight 145, 143. But Devin a big boy though, yo. We always said that. Even when he was cutting to make the 130, you could see his face, the skeleton definition in his face that lets you know that it was hard for him to make those weights. But one thing for certain and for sure, Devin puts the work in on his body. He always looks good. Even when he was drained, he'd be cut up. Yeah. That's who my two names is. And if I'm missing one, I don't think I am. I think that's the two everybody always wanted to see him put hands on.
That's why I said I think the two are unanimous with the two that we like. If we all could pick before going out the door, I think those are the two. In which order you can mix and match whichever order you want. But I think unanimously, those are the two names that we all want to see.
I would have to try to reach Devin first because Devin constantly growing. Devin might end up fighting that goddamn 154.
Oh, we know he's going to 154. He already at 47. We know he got to go to 54.
He got the body frame for it.
Yeah, that's crazy. He said TO for honorable, not honorable mention. If you would put a third fight in there,
I could put T.O. in there for honorable mention, the third fighter. They top three names everybody talking about.
And the reason why I'm okay with T.O. is because if I recall, T.O. was one of the original four kings. Correct?
Yeah.
It was Tank, T.O., Ryan, and Devin.
And he was bad mouthing Tank before or after Ryan Garcia. Who got that kicked off with the bashing of Tank? Who got that kicked off? Ryan first or T.O.? I think it was Ryan, right?
I think both.
Around the same time, calling them out around the same time.
Yeah, but I think it was more so T.O. though.
Oh, okay. It might be because I remember Ryan on Mike Tyson's show, calling Tank all out his name and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think it was around like the same time because I remember T.O.
It might have been. I can see that. Because T.O. talked this trash too.
Let me bring my guy Ant McQueen in here. Break down Shorty. What's going on, Ant?
Out here, moving and grooving.
I already know.
Smoothie King.
What's going on, Ant?
What's going on? What's going on?
Can't complain, champ.
And me and Squeeze
good
right
to
here,
hear.
we breaking down the fights. We still right here. On Lamont, Roach, and Pitbull. We was just chopping it up on a vast majority of subjects. We was talking about the fight last night. Did we agree with the draw? Who had the better performance? We both said it was Pitbull. We got to where we was talking about did we want to see both of them fighters rematch Tank yet or rematch themselves? We said we want to see them rematch. We was at 2 names for Tank that we would like to see if we could pick. Shakur and Devin was the names that we picked. We gave T.O. an honorable mention, and that's where we left off at. How did you feel about the fight last night between Roach and Pitbull?
I thought that Pitbull, he started off strong. I feel like Lamont Roach, first round, I gave to Pitbull, second round to Lamont Roach. And then that third round, of course, Pitbull had the knockdown. Very nice, very nicely timed. Left hand, spun my man around like a damn dreidel. But it just felt like Pitbull regressed from like round 4 on. You could tell he was getting increasingly frustrated. He was leading with his head. I had never seen him clinch that much ever. I can't recall him being on the back foot for any extended period, like ever. It was like, it was not Pitbull Cruz to me, like honestly. He started looking a little bit desperate and out of character. Doing all that weird, flicking his tongue out and all this. I'm like, this ain't Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull is usually, you know what I mean, stoic and sturdy. Like, he gonna just come forward and just keep pressing. But I thought that in the middle rounds in particular, Lamont Roach did a really good job using his jab, catching him with check hooks on the way in, making the miss. And statistically, the fight wasn't even really too close, if we're being honest. Like, he outlanded him by a considerable margin, by a way higher percentage. But I do understand, to an extent, the draw. Because I agree with what Miss Mona said, especially with what you said as far as the perception. If you say you're going to go out there and make it look a certain way, then it has to look a certain way. Because then that also weighs on the consciousness of the people who are judging the fights. Like, these people are not robots. These people are not drones. They're not just going to go in there and just look and see, well, oh, look, this guy is outlanding this guy and he's being more efficient. These people are emotional people who, you know what I mean, get swayed by these things. And then also the crowd was quiet as hell. Lamont Roach took the crowd out the fight by the second half of the fight, by like round 6. You could hear Mouse pissing on cotton in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I just felt like Pitbull got taken out of his zone. There were a couple of rounds in there where he was throwing sub 40 punches per round. When the hell have you ever known Pitbull to be economical? Never. That's the dude that's going to run up in there. He going to smack your fish tank over, step on your goldfish. He going to knock your kids off the couch, break up all your china. Like, that's just how he fight. He just aggressive. And he just seemed like he had a leash on last night. I don't know what that was about. But, hey, if the draw is a reason for them to do it again, I say they should do it again opposed to going to fight Tank for 2 reasons. One, Tank, for all intents and purposes, is still a 135-pounder. I thought that Lamont Roach, from a muscular standpoint, he looked like he filled in pretty good at 140. I don't even know how the hell that man was making 130 before. He looked like a damn full-fledged 140-pounder. And Pitbull's last couple of fights been at 140. So it don't make no sense for Tank to just go up there and just fight at 140 and potentially do what, a one-off? He been looking cozy as hell at 135. So let them guys get it in, you know what I mean, run it back, and then just move on from there. As far as the other stuff, performance of the night for me was Frank Martin. What did y'all think about Frank? Did y'all catch the prelims?
I didn't get to see Frank.
Yeah, I saw it.
What's your thoughts?
He looked it good. I gotta give him a B plus, A minus. I'll give him that. He did what I broke that fight down pretty good. But he came out and did what he had to do far as the opponent that was in front of him. I'm not gonna bash him in no kind of way because the guys are fighting each other, and that's what we want to see, fist movement. And I'm not gonna be too hard on the opponent that he fought. We know Bartholomew is he been through the trenches, a lot of wear and tear, but he still got a little bit of fight left in him. But like I said, Friday night, he might get old overnight. So he was riding the fence. But great matchmaking far as that fight on both sides. That was a good matchmake for Bartholomew to get a statement win against a rising name, and Frank Martin to get some type of momentum back of fighting formidable and veteran opponent in Bartholomew. I think that matchup was made in heaven for the right time.
Oh my Lord, Squeeze. I didn't know you was coming with the pots and pans and the spatulas and everything else. That man is cooking right.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
1,000,000%. That was the perfect matchmaking because with Frank Martin coming off the top of the type of loss, you know, that shit could have been devastated. Part of my language, but that could have been devastated. He got knocked out cold. So he came back against the right opponent. And Bartholomew, to your point, he's a real veteran guy. That's a dude that was a 2-time world champion. He ain't just some bum off the street. That's a 2-time world champion, a little bit long in the tooth. But we seen him give some other guys in recent history some real bump. Jose Ramirez, before the Devin Haney fight, Bartholomew fought him, gave him a hella fight. Same with Gary Antoine. No disrespect to Gary Antoine, but I felt like that stoppage was very, very premature in that fight. He was giving Gary Antoine some good resistance. So I like the matchup. The thing that I really liked about the performance from Frank is I like the fact that he made it a little bit easy on himself just by doing little things. You know, Bartholomew opened up orthodox. So what did Frank do? He looked to control his lead hand, didn't really let him establish his jab, kept angling off, staying off the line. Then when he went southpaw, Bartholomew that is, I like the instruction from Buddy McGirt. He told him, hey, when he turns southpaw, I need you to step over to your left because he's trying to line you for the left hand. And when he did that, he ended up clipping him on the chin. So he listened to the instruction and he executed. So I got to give him about a B minus, A minus, just like you.
B minus, A minus. I can't argue with that. I didn't get to see it, but I appreciate the breakdown.
Did you catch the highlight though, Senior?
No, I didn't get the. I looked at some of the shocky.
He knocked him out cold.
I gotta get to him. I got some of the shocky match. I didn't see which McCon was asking at the beginning of the fight. I mean at the beginning of the show. I wanna pull a comment up exactly. Okay, Winston McFarlane. And can you help me out here because I didn't see this part of it? But can you address PBC not giving Shock a ring interview or post fight interview? You on here, Ant? Oh, he must have went out.
Yep.
Oh, I said, did you? Winston McFarlane was asking why PBC didn't give Shock a ring interview or post fight interview. Do you have information on that?
No, I have no idea. But if that was the case, because I don't remember what happened after the fight. But if they didn't give him one, that's just bogus as hell. But you know, Shock is a top-ranked fighter. But you would assume that if a guy comes over on your platform to fight one of your guys, that you would at least show a little bit of hospitality and let the guy do a damn interview.
Yeah, that's why I ain't understanding that part. And I keep seeing a lot of reports Tank said on Instagram on Twitter that his knee messed up. And he'll be they talking about he's saying he fighting Pitbull. They talking about he fighting Pitbull. So we gotta see. I gotta look into that. I did see a lot of stuff that he was tweeting, but I didn't get to get into all of it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, senior. I was hurt last night watching my man Fulton go out like that.
That was the next fight. I didn't break it down. You and Squeeze saw the fights. I ain't get to see the fights. So I'll
Bruh,
break it down.
he looked like he just looked like he ain't belong in there. He just looked like he ain't belong in there. He couldn't get past the jab, couldn't close the distance. He was like he's like windmilling shots at times, trying to get his right hand off. I was just like, oh my Lord. Then Shock started going southpaw. He was doing whatever he wanted to do in there. He looked like he was practicing almost.
I kept saying from the jump, I don't think Shock want to give up his belt, but I didn't want to overlook Fulton. But when Fulton came in 2 pounds over, I was like, oh, he's not even taking it serious. You agree, Squeeze?
Yeah, he looked like to me the Pillsbury Doughboy. Fulton did. He looked like Fulton Avenue and Rize. He just looked like he just showed up to get a paycheck and think that his past references was going to get him hired in this job last night. And he didn't. He looked like shit. I don't know what's going on, but I ain't never really been real big on him anyway, to be honest. He showed up. I always give credit to the guys for showing up, putting their life on the line. Number one, I always got to give them respect for that. But I think it's an embarrassment when you come out there and you're not giving it 110%, going down on your shield. I can't say he went down on his shield.
Mr. MC23 said Cool Boy was scared. I seen it in his eyes from the opening bell.
I don't know if he was scared or just ill-prepared. For whatever the reason, he just looked like he couldn't do anything with O'Shaquie Foster. O'Shaquie Foster was doing whatever he wanted to do. Popping him with the jab, pot-shotting him, stepping out of range, turning him when he wanted to.
A masterclass.
That's what it looked like to me. I think the only thing that O'Shaquie Foster could have probably did better in that fight was go to the body more frequently and probably gas him out, especially considering that he came in overweight, so he wasn't in the best condition.
But I'm thinking he just wanted to keep it outside and pick them apart.
Lee Jack, what's going on? So ain't nobody gonna tell me about the old man. Y'all ain't gonna tell me how the old man looked last night. I want to hear about Eris Landy Lara.
It was a boring fight, senior. It was a boring fight.
God. Did my guy get the job done?
Yeah, he won easily. But that was the problem. He won too easy. He dropped the guy in the first round, dropped him in the 12th, and could have stopped him in between if he really wanted to.
I mean, what you expect? Old buddy was a last-minute replacement. I just want to know how Lara looked. We got Lara looked good, man. Lara didn't look good to me. Come on, Smitty. No, bro. D1 said, my shout out to my guy D1 over there, Angry White Man. He said, no, bro. He was scared to take them punches. It was easy to see. Cool Boy was scared. That's why he kept at 2 pounds and didn't go all the way down. It all makes sense now. Mr. MT23 say Lara loves to play with his food.
That damn Janabek, man, he robbed us of a better fight.
I mean, you gotta blame that on the Osterine.
No, that wasn't even Osterine. That was
I thought Janabek had the Osterine.
No.
Who just tested for Osterine? Then somebody just tested for
Subriel.
Oh, okay. Matter of fact, but then they said his other sample ain't like it was good.
Subriel got cleared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His B sample, he got cleared. Okay.
Janabek didn't get cleared.
Yeah. I know. Yeah,
he was like his was like Melodium or something like that.
Okay. What about Ramos and Sugar Shane Mosley Jr.?
That was a hell of a fight, surprisingly.
Did you catch that one, Squeeze?
I didn't see all of that one. I was being back and forth on that one. But the law fight, you got off the law fight too quick. I wanted to jump on that.
Feel free.
What I saw last night and what a lot of people gotta understand, Aries Landy Law is 41 years old, 42 years old. Just to get in there and do what he did is extraordinary at the age, all the fights, multi-world champion. Was that his best performance? No. At 41 years old, he did right what he did enough to win that fight and make it look easy. And that's Aries Landy Law. He fights from a distance. He uses feet. I think it was a tad bit slow, but I'm not downplaying nothing he did last night for his age and to keep the tempo that he keeps himself in. And I'm impressed. I was impressed with it. I was impressed with it. 41-year-old getting in there, moving, still boxing, not abusing his body out of the ring. He did what he had to do to win. Now we know 5 years forward, Aries Landy Law fight with that dude he fought last night probably would have got him out of there and smoked him. But a barrage in different angles and the speed that we remembered him fighting that.
Man, I can't disagree with that, Squeeze. I had more of an issue with Gonzalez, if I'm keeping it real, senior. You out there, you damn near a decade younger than this man, and you don't look to push the pace. But I feel like that first round knockdown had Gonzalez kind of tame. He tried to press the issue with Lara early. Lara hit him with a sharp 1-2 right on the chin, dropped him. And then after that, he was apprehensive. He wasn't really trying to press him out with the approach like that. But if you're Gonzalez, a guy who is relatively unknown, you fight in obscurity, you already had 2 opportunities against 2 younger name guys in Yoenis Tellez and Jesus Ramos. You got to figure your opportunities for a title are slim. So you got to seize that opportunity. You're not even supposed to be in there. They called you on 4-day notice. This is the golden ticket. This is like hitting the lottery. You got to take that opportunity, and he really didn't. He went in there and played Lara's game to squeeze his point. He let Lara slow the pace down. Bro, you in your early 30s. This man is in his 40s. Push the pace on him. But Lara was out there like the crafty veteran, turning him, placing little shots on him, and had him scared to let his hands go for real. So props to Lara for getting it done, because that's not easy to do. To be the older guy and then you able to slow the younger, fresher dude down and just using your mind and using your intelligence. That's what Lara did last night. That's a veteran.
That's what I expected out of Lara, man. Lara need his just due. You know what I mean? From the time he whooped Canelo, you know what I mean? They haven't really gave Lara his just due. 42 years old, still getting the job done. I think he need his credit.
You know, Eric Gomez said that they didn't want Canelo to take that fight. He did an interview recently. Eric Gomez, from over there, Golden Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Canelo basically had to press the issue because they was telling him, we don't want you fighting that type of style. Like, hell no, they knew what it was.
I think he lost to that type of style too.
I thought that Lara came out, it was like a tale of two halves. I thought Lara came out smoking, but in the back half, he kind of faded a little bit. I thought Canelo did a really good job of getting to his body and slowing his legs down. Both guys had their moments. I could see a close victory for either guy or even a draw in that situation.
Yep. I ain't mad. Now, we had one more fight on that card. We covered all of them. We got Frank Martin. We got Janet back. We got Lara. We got Shockey Foster. We got Roach Pitbull. We got Sugar Shane and Ramos. That was all of them, right?
Yep. That was a really good fight, though. As far as like back and forth action, that probably was the most competitive fight. And that really surprised me.
Roach Pitbull?
No. Ramos and Mosley Jr.
Okay.
I knew Mosley Jr. I knew Mosley Jr. was durable, right? But that man showed a different level of chin last night. The shots he took down the stretch, every time it seemed like he might be on the verge of being sat down, he was like the Undertaker. Like, you ain't gonna close the casket on me yet. He took some serious heat. But he boxed well in the beginning, gassed in the back half, and Ramos assumed control. But for the first, I want to say 8-9 rounds, it was super competitive.
I got it. Dang. I gotta which one come? I gotta go back and see that one. I gotta go check that one out. So let me ask you this, because Lamont Roach saying he got robbed. Pitbull saying he got robbed. Who has the better case for arguing who got robbed? Pitbull,
Lamont Roach, because that bogus ass score. I don't know. Even if you would have had the fight close or a draw, even if you had Pitbull winning, there's no way in hell that fight should have been scored 115, 111. I don't know which judge had that score, but that was just like way too wide.
he had a 115, 111 Pitbull too.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Stokes said I wasn't mad at the draw. Do you, and I might be asking this question again, do you feel there was a definitive winner last night in that fight, Ant?
Yeah, I had what's the name? I had Lamont Roach winning that fight. Like, after the third, he just assumed control of the fight. I thought Pitbull started off incredibly strong, though. Like, Pitbull was strong those first 3 rounds. But then it's just like, you just seen the guy kind of unravel. I'm like, yo, when the hell I ever seen Pitbull throw, 34 punches, 32 punches? I'm like, I never seen him keep his hands at home like this. Start trying to fight on the back foot. You ain't no damn back foot fighter.
Wait a minute.
You're a 5'3" dude with a 62-inch reach. You press people out and beat them up. That's what you do. This man got you acting out of character.
Wait a minute, I gotta jump on something real quick. I'll be right back.
But they called it a draw. I just say, hey, you gotta, when you get a decision you don't like, run it back and remove all doubt. That's all you can do. Just run it back and remove all doubt.
Yeah, well, thanks for your perspective and your insight on what you saw. What I saw similar, close, but I gave it the I think Pitbull did enough. My point is Lamont, in order to beat the champion, like Ms. Mona say earlier, you got to definitively beat these guys. You got to separate yourself from these guys. You got to take over the fight to the point where you can have your opponent, like, whatever he does, you beat them to the punch. You're outpointing him. You're outclassing him. And you're doing what you want to do with him. Once again, 2 fights in a row, I didn't see that from Lamont. Roach. Solid fighter, good fighter, but when you run in the 100-yard dash, you can't keep thinking you're going to beat these people by a nose. And that's my thing with Lamont Roach. Solid fighter, game, willing to fight anybody, but you have to do enough to separate yourself from these champions and these big names opponents, knowing the politics of boxing.
Yeah, I agree in principle, mainly because of what history has showed us. But even that whole still premise of having to beat the champion is like bogus as hell. It's like rounds should be scored the same way you score any other fight. There shouldn't be any type of conditions being applied simply because one guy is the champion. Like if I outland you and by considerable margin and at a higher efficiency, what more do I have to do?
Yeah, but I'm going to go back and look at it. Whenever I go back and look at it, not on the night that it transpired, I'll always find something different. And last night, to be honest, watching it in the beginning, I could miss some things. Definitely when I go back and watch it, if I need to correct any of my hypothesis of how the fight went and what I saw, scoring some fights, if you can admit, it's not easy to do. It's like basketball and football. It's some calls and punches you gonna miss. Am I correct?
No, I agree. I agree. There's a lot of subjectivity in judging. But again, I mean, if we're talking about scoring, defense, ring generalship,
Mill City.
I saw one man able to be more consistent than the other man. Now, the other man, he had a hell of a moment early on, but that moment shouldn't cloud the way the rest of the fight is judged. Nor should him being the champion cloud the way that the rest of the fight should be judged. So you like basically, I damn near got to come out there and hit this man with a sledge because he's champion. Like I gotta have the guy on the brink of non-existence in order to get it done.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's the whole.
And then,
That's the. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna just say this. And then just like me personally, I don't really trip or get too hung up on it as a fan because I understand what this is. I'm not expecting for there to be any type of parity or fairness in boxing. I mean that damn what do you call it? Oshaki Foster, Stephen Fulton, that fight, that whole situation was a mess. I'm going to tie it all together. So that fight was originally for Oshaki's 130-pound belt. Fulton misses weight, and then instead of them following through and saying, you know what, he's not eligible to fight for this title because he missed weight, we're going to just turn this into a 135 interim title. 135 interim title. And that fight and that title was already scheduled to be competed for with Herrera and Nunez. So basically what I'm saying is these people are going to just do whatever the hell they want to do. That's really just what it comes down to. They're just going to just do whatever the hell they want to do, and then they'll find a way to... They don't even got to justify it. They just move on.
Well, what the contract was for the 130-pound belt. I understand what you're saying, but you can't switch the game up in the ninth inning on the logistics of what the fight came in the beginning, what it was introduced to the public as a title shot for 130. Him not making the weight, that's on his side of the fence. We're not inside. We really don't know what transpired for him not to get the 2 pounds off. But we also understand that he didn't look good at all. He didn't look like the Fulton that everybody was used to seeing. I don't know really what's going on. Has he hit a wall talent-wise? Issues? I don't know. But fight night, you have to find something. And the greats find what they have to find on the night of the fight to pull it off. And that's just how it is. Like Bud say, almost every fight he goes in, he has injuries from camp. So, you know, you got to figure, you crashing cars in camp to get ready for fight. You're having car accidents in training camp because you're training your body to take shock and trauma and how you responding. So a lot of guys come into the fight with those nagging injuries. So you gotta fight through it. I don't know what else to say. You know, I remember times, and I'm gonna let it go. This is my closing arguments in the same thing. When Junior was in there fighting, and Junior was this how amateur at the gym, senior son. When he was in there fighting, and he had little nagging injuries, and when opponents talk trash, bigger guys, smaller guys talk trash to Junior. Junior talked trash and he backed it up. And he wasn't 100%. If his shoulder was bothering him, he used his right arm and rolling with it. So I don't know, man. That's just me. And that's my closing arguments. Shout out to all the fighters that stepped in the ring, put their life on the line. I pray that all of them got paid like they supposed to so they could take care of their families. At the end of the day, they doing it to entertain us. That's my closing arguments.
What you got, Ant?
My closing argument is your affiliation largely impacts your destination.
I like that one. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Another dope podcast, man. Welcome back, Coach Squeeze. Glad to have you in the chat. Prayers out to Miss Lori, man. Hope she had a safe landing, and that next time she schedules her fight around the podcast because she knows she has a job to do. You know, to the people in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all with rocking with us, man. Like I said, we constantly working and growing, trying to fix and upgrade the podcast. Appreciate everybody that helped donate and contribute to the podcast, whether it be Cash App or Super Chat. You know what I mean? Y'all really help make the podcast move and grow. You know what I mean? I hope everybody has a great day and a good week.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.